Hello and welcome. I am Mundane Failure, and this is green-white life gain combo. Let's talk about it. Alright, so today we're playing some green-white life gain combo in historic best of one queue. I do have a sideboard here for anyone who is curious. Deck list in the link is in the description down below. And so the deck we're playing is Life Gain Combo. It is a variation of Soul Sisters deck that is based around Soul Warden, which is whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. We are playing 12 copies of this card effectively in Lunarch Veteran and Prosperous Innkeeper. Notably, Soul Warden gives us life whenever any creature enters the battlefield. So if our opponents play a creature, we also get to gain a life. So it is technically better than the other two. For our creatures that get bigger when we gain life, we got Voice of the Blessed and Trelasarra Moondancer. Obviously, just good beaters, and they are our secondary game plan in this deck, but they are a good way to beat down if we need to, and just pressure our opponent's life total that way. The Skyclave Apparition is here just for a little bit of utility. If we need to clear out an opponent's threat, then we have it. But the combo is having one of our sisters, along with Heliod Suncrowned, which lets us put a counter on something when we gain life, and Scurry Oak, which reads whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Scurry Oak, make a squirrel token. So we gain a life, put a counter on the oak, make a squirrel, which triggers our Soul Warden, lets us gain a life, put a counter on. We do that forever until we have 1,000,000 squirrels, 1,000,000 life, and 1,000,000 power and toughness. And then, of course, we're a Collected Company deck, so we're playing Collected Company. Other than that, just a green-white mana base. Play all the duels that you have available to you, and that's the deck. We're going to get into some pretty sweet ones, a couple of turn 3 kills, and that's that. Leave a like if you enjoy, comment down below what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Alright, best of one historic time with green-white life gain. Playing against Klaus. And we have a very solid hand. Get to start pumping up our Voice of the Blessed on turn 2. Maybe it's better to play out our Moon guy first, just to start fixing our draws. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Fatal Push would be my guess. Shambling Ghast. Alright, okay, so there's the combo. So we'll just plan on having the combo on turn 4. Assuming we don't run into any removal. Trail of Crumbs. Play out our Heliod. No attacks, of course. And opponent thinking here. If they don't have a Fatal Push, we're in great shape. They get in for 1. We will obviously not block that. Well, let's see. Do they have it? Deadly Dispute. Gonna give our creature -1/-1. That's what you gotta do. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. Not really taking their time. Want to make sure they're making the right decisions. I have no mana left, so... Alright, well there's a Prosperous Innkeeper. Play out a Voice of the Blessed here. We'll have enough mana to do the thing. Gain a life, put a counter on. It'll push the Voice of the Blessed. That's fine by me. Put a counter on here. Play out our land. Say go. Same position as last turn. Does the opponent have removal for our Soul Sister? Which is Oven. They need to be able to give this guy -2/-2. Doesn't look like they have it. We're just going to go for it. They do have removal mana up. And here we go. No removal incoming. All right. God, this is stupid. This is so stupid. Look at this. Opponent, you're dead. What are you doing? Alright, well, we're just gonna cut the video till they scoop or we have enough squirrels. Alright, so we just went ahead and made 25 squirrels there. And I don't think there's any wraths that the opponent could have. So we're just gonna swing in for lethal next turn. Opponent has village rights to sacrifice their plant token. Deadly Dispute. Okay. What do you got, opponent? Yeah. So they made us do that for nothing. But sweet, sweet victory. Opponent gets to go first here, but we have a fantastic hand. Go ahead and lead off on our Soul Warden. And I think we're just going to play the Prosperous Innkeeper here next. Into Heliod. Ooh, Thoughtseize. Definitely going to mess us up. I think they have to take Heliod here. Moon Dancer's a great draw. We're just going to play out the Prosperous Innkeeper here. Gain 2 life, or gain 1 life and get in for 1. They get to get rid of our graveyard. Not a big deal for us, though. And, ooh, that's a good draw. Do we just wait until next turn? Can't really afford to... Here, let's play out Moon Dancer. Gives us some card advantage in the form of scries. Or not. Interesting that they'd rather get rid of that than the Voice of the Blessed, unless they're able to get rid of both. Get it for 2. Meat Oak gets rid of our sisters. And we're just going to Coco while they're tapped out. Ooh, that's a bummer. At least we got rid of 5 lands. Heliod here's a nice draw. And give our Voice of the Blessed lifelink. Which lets us get 2 more counters. And that'll do it. They just didn't draw lands. Opponent gets to go first again here, but we've got a good draw. Especially if we can find a land. Or 2 lands. Okay, mirror match. Let's see who's faster. Skyclave gonna be good here. It'll help us get rid of one of the combo pieces if they have them. Righteous Valkyrie, so they're playing a different list than us. Honestly, I think we just go for the Coco here. Okay. We're gonna gain all the life. No attacks. So people Heliod. No attacks. Skyclave picks the wrong thing. And we just win. And the opponent sees that we won and they scoop them up. Good guy, opponent. You're a good guy. Alright, we got a really good hand here on the draw. Can't go first for anything here. Opponent looks like they're on mono green elves. So I think we just want to play out a Voice of the Blessed here and hopefully get it as big as possible. Another elf enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on her. We're gaining life. We're gaining life. We got flying. Elvish Chancellor. Okay. We gotta play out the Scurry Oak. We have Vigilance, so we may as well attack. Question is, can we survive their onslaught here? If we can, we get to Collected Company. And then they're gonna have enough mana to Craterhoof Behemoth here and we're just dead. Sometimes you get out comboed. Alrighty, opponent gets to go first. No surprise there. But we've got a pretty good hand. Question is, do we want to play out our Moon Dancer or our Voice of the Blessed on two? I think it's the Moon Dancer. We got more white sources in the deck, so we can draw. We're more likely to draw a white source than we are a green source. And what the hell is opponent playing? Jeskai? So we might not even get to scry here, but at least we've got a backup. Lightning Helix for the opponent. If we draw any land, we're in great shape. That's not a land game. Let's see if they've got more removal. Prismari Command. And those cards are Jace or Teferi and Indomitable Creativity. So we're playing against the combo deck. We really just need to hit a land. If we hit land, we win. Wrath of God. Our Soul Warden. A land. Get to Heliod. Hopefully they don't have counterspell here. We have to go for it though. They cycle a Shark Typhoon. And for 2. Alright, let's see if they've got another removal spell. If not, we just win. I guess they could have a Wrath of God. But we would have a million life. They have removal. Good for them. We'll play out the Veteran. Just get in for a bunch here. We'll see if they've got the creativity. Art Evidence. Make a crab and investigate. Doesn't seem like a very good card to me, but I'm sure it has its specific uses in this deck. 2 7/7s. Enchantment. Protection from creatures, protection from enchantments, flying. Alright, we will pump up our Voice of the Blessed. Fortunately, we are going to take 14 in the air. So we do need to draw some good stuff. How do they win here? Because we have lethal. I'm curious about why they attacked there. They have a Wrath of God? Fairy. Okay, that can get rid of one of our Voice of the Blessed.
Reverse.
Interesting. So we just win here. Bottom. Top. Swing in for lethal. Wait a second. Why did it skip my combat? You and creatures you control. What? What? Should have read the fucking card. Yeah, this is a fine hand. A little slow, unfortunately. We get to go second again. No surprise there. No little surprises. How many times can we go second? Let's find out. Playing against Jeskai again. Let's gain a life. Voice of the Blessed, gain some life. Lightning Helix, okay. On the bright side, we have a second Voice of the Blessed. Expressive Iteration. I think we're just going to go for the Heliod, though. Opponent gets their land. They shock her in. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just go for Heliod here. Get him for 2. Say go. And then next turn, we can potentially gain a bunch of life, put a bunch of counters on our Voice of the Blessed. Let's see. Okay, so we're only going to get to put a couple of counters on our Voice of the Blessed. What's the back half of this do again? When another creature enters the battlefield, when another creature you control leaves the battlefield. Okay. So we'll start with the Soul Warden. End with the Voice of the Blessed. Put a couple of counters on our Voice of the Blessed. And then hopefully next turn we just get to win the game. Okay, so they're leaving up counter magic, I'd imagine. Let's play out the Luminous Phantom here. Yeah, I didn't want to play into their counter magic. I'm glad that they countered that instead of our Scurry Oak. We will take 4 all day, every day. Magma Opus on our upkeep. Yep, that happens. We'll play out the second Luminous Phantom here. No attacks, of course. We still have a chance. Now we've got the Collected Company. No blocks. We'll take 8. Another Magma Opus. So, considering they have another Magma Opus here, I think our play is Collected Company. Let's get him for 4. I think they also might have a Torrential Gear Hulk. Lightning Helix. Let's Collected Company in response. They have counter magic. Yeah, that's pretty bad for us. Okay. So we're going to take 8 here. Ooh, he's going to get rid of the Heliod, isn't he? No. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to have to go for it because we're pretty much dead. He's got removal. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Sometimes Jeskai control beats you. Yeah, this hand is good. I like this hand. Opponent on the mulligan. I like their sleeves. They got a nice sleeve. Start out with a tapped Temple Garden. Go for the Prosperous. Playing against Elves again, it looks like. We're going to start with Moon Dancer. See what we get on our scry. Bottom. Because we didn't find a Coco, we're going to play out Voice of the Blessed here. Bottom. No attacks. Yeah, we were looking for either a Coco or a Scurry Oak there. That is neither. Yet again. We'll get rid of that. Put a couple of triggers on the stack. Don't need another Heliod. Get him for 9. Say go. Visionary to draw another card. Another Voice of the Blessed. Let's start with a Voice of the Blessed. Skyclave can go to the bottom. And then we Heliod. Put these counters on Skyclave. Keep a collected company. Get in for a bunch. Opponent's got a chump block. And they've got to have lethal here. They can't handle it. Yeah, this is a hand of cards that we can keep. Notably, we get to go second yet again. Oh no, this is first. Go us. Go team. I'm proud of us, team. And opponent is probably on the same deck as us. On the bright side, we get a turn 3 collected company. An uncounterable, because they're not playing counters, I'd imagine. Unless they play a blue land here. Well, that's nice plains. Do we go for the Cocoa, or do we just, like, fill out our board with life gain creatures? And, like, gain a bunch of life when we collect company? I like that. Let's offer the trade. He's not going to take it. Opponent in the tank. They get a Heliod of their own. Hopefully they don't have a Scurry Oak in hand. Another Prosperous Innkeeper. Let's just Cocoa here. We get a Skyclave. And a Moon Dancer. Take away their Heliod. Alright, we will keep a Cocoa on top. So much life gain. And then we will play out the Prosperous Innkeeper here. It'll gain us a couple more life. Alright, we will say go. What do you got, opponent? Skyclave gonna take care of our Moon Dancer, I guess. Yep. That's fine. Let's Cocoa. Voice and a Soul Warden. Put a million triggers on the stack. Trigger, trigger, trigger. No attacks, of course. They get a Cocoa of their own. Hopefully they don't hit the combo. Just a Heliod. Sucks to suck. Another collected company on top of our deck. And there's the combo. And they just skip it. Thank you. Thank you, opponent, for not making me... yeah, this is a hand of cards that I love. Did we just collected company on 3? Okay, so we're playing against Affinity. I know they can win pretty quick. Yeah, we're not trading, friend. Yeah, I think I just like collected company here. So we get a Heliod and a Scurry Oak and we win. Easy. Never didn't have it. Oh, this deck is stupid. Opponent gets to go first. But this hand is okay. It's got a collected company in it. It's got a bunch of squirrels in it. I think it's fine. Giganthus. We're playing against Cat Oven, so the Skyclave will be good. Not playing against Gigantha. Or not playing against Cat Oven. Interesting. I don't know what we're playing against. Thermo Alchemist. Okay. Very interesting. Take one. Kill our Voice of the Blessed, untap. No blocks. I think we need to get rid of the Thermo Alchemist here. That's just going to deal a ton of incidental damage to us. Mono red, it looks like, with a Gigantha. No blocks. Well, we wanted a land, but we didn't want that land. No attacks. At least we get to collected company on our turn. And potentially gain a bunch of life. What's collected company? So, much as I want the scry triggers, I think we need all these life gain triggers instead. Two, 4, 6. I think we just take 6 here. And if they've got a shock in hand, we're dead. Play the fire. That's a shock. Okay. Yeah, this hand looks really good. Elves again. Elvish Warmaster into Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, so we get another life gain guy. Dwinen's Elite. think we have to get rid of this Allosaurus Shepherd. That costs 7, that costs 6. Well, now we don't have to do any of that crap. We just win the game next turn. So as long as we're not dead here. I don't think we're dead here. Make another elf. Yeah, we're just gonna take a bunch here. And then we get to win the game with the stupidest fucking combo I've ever seen. So many triggers. So many triggers. Thank you for scooping. I appreciate it. It really means a lot.